think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their
5 laps here in round 4, Bahrain season 7, and we are a go. Mercedes trying to get a better line off the start. Looks like Ferrari is trying to challenge the V-Carb going into turn 1, but Sarkos will hit the brakes the latest. And oh my god, we got a kick off the track. We got a kick hitting a McLaren as well, but hold on, wait a second. The V-Carb doesn't want to give the position up. It is Sarkos versus Rockstar, wheel tapping and everything, hard racing, and oh my god, we got two cars killing each other in the background, flying into the same exact barrier, the same exact wall. They are absolutely competent. Bro, I don't even know what to say. Those guys are just murdering each other behind. But either way, Rockstar makes a position up. He is now in P2, a 1-2 Ferrari on lap 1. Wyatt's going to want to get that back. But hold on, Baljeet is going to go wheel to wheel with somebody like Damien. Damien definitely won't back down. But oh, Baljeet locks his tires up. Tries to come back on the track. But Damien's going to get the position. Wait a second. No, he doesn't. After locking his tires up, flying off the track, Baljeet gets P8. Damien settles back for P9. Damien trying to get something. Oh, he taps the side pod of Baljeet. What the hell, bro? Baljeet, my bad. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Damien won't back down. Baljeet won't back down either. Kick versus Mercedes. Mercedes goes flying off the track. Warnings go all over the car as they are racing for every position. Who's going to get it, though? And it looks like as of right now, it's going to be Damien. Baljeet locked his tires up here once before. He locks it up once again. Rear ends the back of the Mercedes driver. Sarkos is the first man up for a potential overtake. He can't quite make one. Doesn't look like anybody can make one. But hold on. We have Burt trying to make one. He makes one overtake. He makes two. Burt's flying out there in a rocket ship of his own. Now we have Mercedes versus Red Bull, but I don't think he has the better line. No, he does not, as Damien makes it look easy on the exit of turn 2. But hold on, wait a second. Burt wants to fight right back. He hits the brake significantly later. Damien has to leave space. Burt goes for the switchback. Can't quite make the switchback. And Burt settles back for P9. iRacing him. Thinks about making an overtake on Baja. Wait a second. He's going to try to make the overtake on Baja for P4 for the challenge of the podium. Mercedes versus Haas on the exit with the tightest corners ever. And they're still racing wheel to wheel. They both left room. They both know how to race. No hard racing needed. Wait a second. Haas doesn't want to give it up, though. iRacing closes the door, and Haas is forced to. iRacing up to P4. It's the DRS. It's going to be the Haas driver. McLaren has to hit the brakes later, but that's exactly what it does. He understood the assignment. Goes to McLaren, goes to Clarify. But can he keep the position? Clarify pushes the Haas completely off the track. What just happened? He just Max Verstappen that in Miami. Max Verstappen that in everywhere. Oh, Baja just went really wide. Oh, Baja turned in. Baja took out the Alpine driver. We see something flying the track. The boot running broke, but it was not Baja's. That's not Baja's going to challenge something. Baja's flying around the track. What is going on with this Haas driver? Oh, poor V-Dog. V-Dog got caught up in the mix. He did not deserve that, but it looks like he still has the front wing, so I don't know really what happened there. Maybe the Mercedes got into contact. Trying to break away from that. Baja is attempting to do something and Clarify. He is the driver to send it down the inside, outside. He's going to go on the outside. Clarify's going to take the inside line. Baja versus Clarify once more, but Clarify gets the amazing launch. Now V-Dog tries to get something better, but he can't. Wait, Damien thinks about it, but hold on. I think Baja is also thinking about it. He's going down on the outside. Clarify on the inside. Oh, he hits Clarify. Clarify in the middle of the track, and he takes out the Alpine driver as well. Penalties are probably going to fly towards Baja. Or no matter what, somebody's at fault, and I think it might have been the Haas driver. Oh, poor Alpine's been caught in the mix multiple times. His front wing looks fine, though. He looks okay. But now Clarify has two positions to make up. Oh, but hold on. We have a new contender for the position. Damien comes out absolutely nowhere. Burt has to hit the brakes to leave the room. Kick and Alpine are absolutely fighting for it as well. But Damien is not a driver to give this up, and it looks like he actually will give it up. But hold on, Burt won't give it up. If Damien's not going for it, Burt is, but Damien gets pushed off the track, and he loses not 1, but 2 positions from it. Holy Bob is gonna struggle. Damien's gonna try to do something back on it, and I don't think he can. No, he cannot. Oh, Damien taps the back of the McLaren driver, and through goes the kick, and it might be through goes the Alpine as well. No, he's gonna have to challenge the Alpine, but he has the outside line. That's never a good line to have. Either way, Damien is falling deeper and deeper in the standings, in the order, and this is also going to cause his actual drivers and constructor standings to start to crumble as well. Right now, Ferrari is going to... Oh, what is going on with the McLaren? The McLaren just hit the brakes or something, decided that he didn't want to go racing anymore. This screws over Damien, though, as Damien is so far ahead. Plumpy has left the session, and now until he absolutely wants to overtake you. The Sarkis is a hard man to get overtaken. To actually go and overtake. I don't know if he ever gets past Sarkis. He goes for the move. Sarkis has to leave the room. Rockstar's here. Burt retires to the session and creates a safety car. Rockstar can no longer get past. Burt is out. Rez is on the better tires. Rez took a different strategy, though. Rez took a weird strategy. Rez started on hard tires, so he kind of had to get onto the mediums. Rez gets a launch off the line for getting Plumpy. This is it. Rez cannot back down. He has to hit the brakes late. This could be his only shot to overtake somebody like Plumpy here in Bahrain as he goes down on the inside. He doesn't want to give him room, and he does not give him room. Rez into P3 he goes. Rez can have challenge on, but he needs to be careful. He does not want to overcommit too early on and use all his ERS, but he does not care about that as he sends it on Rockstar. Now Rockstar's in P2. He needs to leave room, though, and Rez does it. Rockstar, barely. Rockstar leaves his room. Rez could go on to win this race, but he needs to get past Wyatt now, and then he needs to gap him for when his tires start to become very, very shot. It won't really matter. We could see Rez stand on the top step for the second time here in ERS, but we have a long race ahead of us, and there's one guy you do not want in front of you. It's going to be Wyatt Le Mans. I don't know what happened to Des, to be honest with you. But Rez does not want to put up for it. He's going to take a hard... No, he doesn't. Okay. Whew. I was going to say he's going to take a very, very hard and risky overtake, but he decides not to. Plumpy, though, is going to try to attack a Rockstar here in a second. Rez is getting impatient. Let's see what he does here. Burt has left the session after being murdered, and so sucks. Oh, and we have an Alpine driver rear-ending. Looks to be Damien or somebody. Rez is going to overtake early. He's going to send Wyatt off the line. That's going to help everybody else behind. Rockstar now burning the ERS. Wyatt burning the ERS as well. Goodbye to Rez. Rockstar's going to say it as well. Goodbye to McLaren, but McLaren's still there. Gonna race wheel to wheel. He has to leave the room. He goes off the racing line. Rockstar right there, but Plumpy is bound to attack back. He has no ERS, but he cannot take out each other. That's the one thing Ferrari cannot do. Ferrari cannot afford to take each other out. Plumpy's going to take the better line. We might see it through goes Plumpy in a second. He goes through his teammates, but can he get through Rez? Rez takes a way more awkward line. Rez goes off the track. Plumpy goes off the track. Rez keeps the position. Rez goes wide. Plumpy tries to overtake. Rez might get it. Yes, he does, but Plumpy overtakes his teammate of Rockstar. Rockstar, every race that he can finish ahead of Plumpy is another humongous percentage of chance at winning this driver's title. Plumpy overtakes Rez. He does not want to sit back, but Plumpy has significantly older tires. Rez needs to get a go on before his tires decide to just stop functioning. Going into turn 1. And he has a lot of ERS. Sarkis has just as much. Sarkis doesn't have the brand new tires. He doesn't have the grip. He doesn't have the DRS. Rez will. There's no excuse for Rez not to get past. Starting on the straight, he's 2/10 behind. Which line is he going to take, though? That's very important. The outside line is the better line. No, the inside line is the better line, my bad. On the exit, and it looks like Rez is going to take it. Now Wyatt is going to be under pressure by Plumpy here soon. Rockstar can't sit back and relax and watch his championship contender finish ahead of him, especially because these drivers ahead could easily get penalties later on. Everything is going to count. Rockstar needs to finish ahead of Plumpy. Plumpy needs to do everything in his power to make sure that does not happen. Plumpy also wants to go for the swing. That's going to be humongous points in the Drivers' Championship. Time penalty for multiple warnings. I don't see how Plumpy doesn't get an overtake here. DRS, ERS, Sarkles is using. Sarkles is out. Plumpy is going to finally make the charge that he wants, that he needs. Plumpy on the inside here on lap 23. Sarkles leaves space. Plumpy has the better line. Sarkles trying to attack. Oh, Plumpy doesn't leave the space on the exit, though. And that's going to help Rockstar, as Rockstar is now challenging the V-Carb. I definitely think that was on... I don't know. That's hard. I'm going to leave that to Bob. But somebody didn't leave space. Either Sarkles closed the door, or Plumpy completely forgot he was there. But either way, Sarkles has lost 2 positions from it, and potentially the entire win. That for P2. Technically provisional P1, if he can catch Rez by the end of it. But even then, Rockstar can catch Plumpy here, and that catches Plumpy easily into this corner. But Plumpy parks it into turn 1, and sends it through the last corner. And Plumpy escapes from Rockstar. Rockstar needs to catch this and take a wide line going into that corner, so he can take a better line coming on the exit. Nothing going on there. No movement whatsoever. Clarify though, he's going to try to get some movement here as he goes on the outside of Alex 3. They're battling for P11. Just in case of a time penalty comes later on. He wants that P10. As Clarify goes on the inside, the Haas on the outside, and Clarify gets the position. But the Haas will get the DRS to try to attack back. Can he do just that, though, as he sends it on the outside? Clarify tries to close the door, but he needs to keep it clean. Keeping it clean is exactly what he does, as the Haas driver's not doing that, though. He's tapping tires, he's going off the track, and the McLaren driver keeps the position. Alex 3 thinks about the dive bomb, goes to send it down, but can't make it happen. I like I stopped commentating the top guys because I knew they weren't gonna make an overtake. Well, I gotta commentate Plumpy's win though. Plumpy on lap 29 of 29. He had a bad start in the first 3 Grand Prix, DCing in every last one of them. And now Gank Plumpy DCs in this one, but he comes back after a safety car. And this time, 4P1, Gank Plumpy domination is back in order here in ERS. P2 for the Ferrari driver. Plumpy back on top as Rockstar settles for P2. And Wyatt Lamons gets P3. Plumpy, Rockstar, Wyatt Lamons for the podium. As Snuck Me Bane really lost out in tire degradation and got sent all the way back down to P5 after leading a lot of laps here in Bahrain. iRacing Noob gets P4. Not a bad result for him, but a bad result for Mercedes. Then we have Mima's Brisket Recipes, aka French Fry here in P6. Baljeet P7, Alpine with a good result. Then Dez with a really bad result in P10. Damien putting in no points, and his driver's title is starting to slip away.